Why, hello everyone. Oh, it seems my webcam needs a wee bit of adjustment there. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Yeah. Flatten my head a little bit there. Nah, I don't want to flatten my skull. Rather awkward. Never mind. It's like, there we go. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, you gotta do some adjustments. Gotta always love when you gotta do that, right? There we are. Brilliant. Alright, now. How's everybody doing this fine day? I hope everyone's doing fantastic. So, yeah, I'm planning on doing the Shadow of Mhach raids today. So it's gonna be a longer stream, that's for sure. But for now, I wanted to start the stream by doing a quick round of Beast Tribe grinding. Because I do really want to, progress that. That's probably one of the few progression type things in terms of, like, well, reputation, I guess, that I haven't done. I already did the Alliance, sorry, I already maxed out my Maelstrom rep stuff. That way, because I'm already, where is it here? Profile, yeah, I'm already a Storm Captain, so I've already, maxed the shit out of that. So now, it's just the Beast Tribes, the Beastie Tribes. I want to work them up because I know you get mounts from them, and I know it's each one's got an interesting storyline. I started the Asmogan one back when I just finished A Realm Reborn and was playing through Heaven's Ward. And I grinded the Asmogan a good chunk initially because I was mainly using it as an excuse to like also hit the fates in the area and level up classes. Mainly Samurai when I first unlocked it. So I'm happy to see I'm already at friendly with them and trying to get that, wrapped up higher. So we're gonna grind out Mhach right now, and I know there's a cap. Yeah, you get like 12 allowances of like quests and stuff. So I'm gonna mainly focus on doing the Mhach stuff. It's the same quests over and over again, so I'm not gonna even bother reading the text there. But yeah, we're gonna grab those. I'm gonna start the stream with that. Give time to folks to join in before we do the actual Shadow of Mhach stuff. Then we're gonna do Shadow of Mhach, which is also Sky Pirates. And I think that's the only raid I haven't done, but we'll have to confirm that. Hey Jenny, how you doing? How you doing, you amazing woman, you? The Beast Tribe grind. There's only 12 per day. Yeah. Sadly. But tomorrow I will be doing some more. On stream or off stream, we'll see. But I also have tomorrow off, which is nice. I took today off. I'm working my 2 weeks notice at my job. Which, for those, I don't know if like that's like a universal thing, but outside of America, for anybody who wants to know, it's standard practice here in the United States to give your employer, or if the employer is firing an employee, to give that employee 2 weeks to find another job, to get all stuff situated. It's for both parties to have some time to like fill in any gaps that the two will suffer due to that unfortunate situation of losing an employee. So I gave them mine, but technically speaking, you're not like, you won't go to prison, for example, if you don't actually follow the 2 weeks notice. And I intend to. I'm gonna go in Thursday, which is the next day I'm scheduled. I just wanted to take an extra day to actually do some other stuff. I gotta repair my printers, so that's what I'm gonna do in late afternoon today. Plus, I haven't streamed enough lately, so I wanted to do that. Yeah, so there's plenty of reasons I just wanted to take the day off, and by all accounts, like, there's nothing they can, like, if they have a problem with it, there's nothing they can do about it, though. I already quit. Again, that's kind of unprofessional, I'll admit, but I don't know. I don't feel too bad about it. I mean, yeah, like again, I'm working every other day my 2 weeks notice. Just taking one extra day I think is fine. But I don't know. I think they would disagree, but again, there's nothing really to be done about it. But yeah, I'm still planning on working 2 weeks notice. So just being a little unprofessional today and taking an extra day off for myself. As it is, I'm not too worried about like the money situation because I already am starting to like. I don't know what's going on in America, specifically right now with it, but there's so many people not, like, applying to jobs and not, like, holding down positions right now. So I'm literally, like, getting, like, 6 different calls from different places I've applied to, like, yesterday, and they're all like, when can you come in for an interview? I'm like, that was fast. It's like, oh, you're the only applicant. But it looks like the most promising one is I got a job lined up working in a restaurant at like a fancy schmancy hotel. Like the ones where you walk in and you breathe in air and you smell money. Like, yeah, I can't sit down anywhere in here because I will lower the value of that sofa over there from $20,000 to $5. Just simply because I'm a country bumpkin. Hey, Ando Zoberg, how you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. It's a mental health day. Yeah, we'll call that. What are we worth issue going on after the pandemic? Yeah, I mean, a lot of places have increased how much they're paying. Like, virtually no place in Maine, anyway, is paying minimum wage right now. Minimum wage, I think, is it's still $11. It's supposed to turn into $12 next year. But no, even McDonald's, which are notorious for like humping that minimum wage line for new employees, they've gone all the way up to $13 an hour right now for starting employees, with a guaranteed dollar pay bump after a year. Oh, sorry, not even after a year, 6 months. Like, that's unheard of around these parts. So it's kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty to watch that go down. It's strange. It's strange. And it's kind of scary, too, because if places are that desperate, like, our industry is already kind of, here in Maine anyway, our industry already kind of suffers year to year, so hopefully young folks start applying for jobs again, especially since, again, nowhere is hiring minimum wage right now. Even for positions which, quite frankly, are easy positions, which are worth minimum wage, in my opinion, even they're, like, hiring, like, $3 to $4 above that, so. Is 20 to start, but living expenses are ridiculous in the Bay Area. I bet they are. I mean, the Bay Area. I'd be shocked if the living expenses in the Bay Area were cheap. But yeah, for around here, you can live off of a $20 wage. And I do mean live off of. I don't mean survive off of. I mean live off of. Like, you can save up while holding down an apartment and get a house and pay for a mortgage. Yeah, all that with a $20 wage, because there's a lot of cheap houses in Maine. Not in the cities. The cities are where everything is super expensive, but it's really cheap right now. If you want to, like, live a little bit in the, like, the smaller towns, all their apartments are, like, $900 a month for, like, a 2 to 3 bedroom. Which it used to be, like, $1,200 for a 2 to 3 bedroom. But now it's dropped to $900 because at the very end of the pandemic, it was the seller's market. So like a 1-bedroom apartment turned into like $1,400, $1,500. But it's starting to drop right now because so few people are working and earning large wages. So that means so few people are able to hold down an apartment and able to afford an apartment. So it's really hard for landowners, landlords to find tenants. So we're seeing the pendulum swinging the other way, which is interesting. I don't know if it's going to keep swinging, because there's a level of it you don't want to keep going to, because it spells really bad news. But at the same time, it's nice to see, like, living conditions of, like, a bedroom, like, again, like a 2 to 3 bedroom drop down to $900 a month. Mostly not including utilities. But still, that's pretty good compared to what it was only 6 months ago. Alright, what are the other ones here? Right. Thinning the ranks. We're going to die. Our systems are all screwed up. We're going to die. Nod. It's nearly $3K per month for a 3-bedroom house. 3,000! Jesus. Yeah, that's why you don't... The thing is, I think a lot of people, especially here in Maine, which we're a small state, we're a very secluded state. There's also large swaths of our forests that are undeveloped. Our most major city is Portland, and it's not really a popular place to go to. It's got a high crime rate. Nobody likes to go there. The rest of the state is mostly small towns. So and we also have a lot of farm areas. We have a lot of areas like where I live where it's very foresty. There's very few like neighbors house to house. So I guess in our environment, because of that, there's also not a lot of industry. Like there's not a lot of businesses and things that are around here. If you don't work at Bath Iron Works, which is like a big portion of industry, if you don't work there, because you know they develop, that's where I used to work. They develop warships for the Navy. It's a shipyard. And I used to work in design there. But if you don't work there and you don't work, well, no. Most of our paper mills are closed now. So, actually, yeah, if you don't work there, I guess that's it. Like, that was really our only major industry here. I mean, lobstering. You know, we got lobster and fishermen and crabs and stuff. So, if you like to fish, we have a pretty good industry for that. Crawfish, stuff like that. But if you're not in, like, those two industries right now here in Maine, you're really not making hard cash. Like, you're not seeing a massive growth in your bank account week to week. So, yeah. So a lot of people, like, envision going elsewhere, and a lot of people, like, when I was growing up, I remember a shit ton of people were like, oh, I want to move to New York, I want to go to California, I want to go to Florida, I want to go to Texas, I want to go to Houston, Dallas, I want to go to Miami. You know, people always fantasized about going to, like, the big cities out of state and finding work and starting a life in, like, a popular location. Hell, even Boston was what a lot of people thought would be an upgrade from living here in Maine. I always liked living in the countryside. I've always liked living in not a super developed location. I don't like cities. For me, my worst nightmare is living in Manhattan, and because I did for a short while, and that was horrible. Like, I love living in the countryside, and I love, the secluded living. I find it comfortable. It's quieter, it's calmer. The loudest thing around here is the roosters and the chickens. So, yeah, I tend to like it. But for a lot of my peers growing up, the dream was to, like, leave the state and find and establish roots elsewhere. That was always the fantasy. And I'm very unsurprised, I guess, to see a lot of those same people now that we're older, still 20s. But a lot of them are starting to come back to Maine, and I see on, like, Facebook and shit, them talk like, oh, it wasn't what I thought it would be, I'm happy to be home. They talk about Maine like it's home, when before they talked about it like a prison. I don't know, I think it's always that idea that the grass is always greener around the hill. I think that's why a lot of people, especially the ones I grew up with, are having that experience now where they're like, okay, I want to come home. Because they didn't realize what they had until they left. So, credit to them for coming back, though. But yeah, I never had that mentality. Man, to be fair to them, though, I had the experience of living other places than Maine as a child. Like, I lived in Kentucky, I lived in New York for short stints before coming back to Maine both times. So, getting a taste of other places than here, I learned very quickly how good it is to live in a less densely populated area. And also, in many ways, a less popular area. Not just populous, but also, we don't have the iconic profile that someplace like Manhattan has, or in California you have Hollywood. You have LA, you have Los Angeles. In New York, in Florida, you got Miami. You got in Texas, you got Houston, you got Dallas, you got a lot of these big, really popular places where there's a lot of industry, there's a lot of people, a lot of populace, and in many ways that's what kind of makes those places less desirable to live, if you ask me, because you have so many people vying for similar positions and fighting over industry in these locations, and it's so densely populated. You're just asking to live in a place with a lot of taxes, the property values being constantly competed over, so landowners have the free reign to increase prices ridiculous amounts. I don't know, like, I feel like living where I live, you don't really see that as much, because there's less people, because it's more of a retirement state, and more of a cool state in terms of industry, it's also a lot more lax. So, I know, I like it here. Anyway, that's enough ranting about that shit, I suppose. Okay, what's this one? This Infernal Heat. Destroy infernal beacons. Ah, right. That's what that was. Yeah! Oh, wow, that didn't kill it. I always feel so powerful going to low level areas. Like, I am death. Alright, let's pop back on Argos. Argos! Away! Alright, so we got these ones. Unholier than thou. No, I don't. Whatever. Are going totally work from home so people can get jobs from anywhere. Yeah, which is nice. It's seeing that a lot. Unfortunately, there's a lot of industrial like jobs that are necessary for living that can't go work from, like a plumber can't do work from home. Unfortunately, I'm sure they can do like consultation stuff from work. Like if someone just wants to call up a plumber and ask their professional opinion, it's like, hey, by the way, I'm trying to repair some piping in my house. Like it's, you know, it's a little screwed up. Like, can I send you a picture and can you tell me if it's like something I can do about it? You know, I can see that being from home, but when it comes to the actual process of implementing the professional experience and fixing the issue, plumber still gotta get in the truck and go, you know what I'm saying? That is the not optional. Unfortunately. Not true. Office work doesn't need to be tied to an office. It doesn't need to be anyway. Some of it kind of does. Like if you're, for example, when I worked at Bath Iron Works as a designer, you know, we're designing, you know, ships. We're designing DDG-51 destroyers for the Navy. There's secrecy in that. Like, and there's no way for the contracted company, like the one I worked for, to keep and maintain the military's secrecy there unless they can maintain the unless they can actually like maintain the staff indoors and they can actually make sure they can't send out our files and our information via the internet. Like as it is, the internet is blocked on the premises of that company because they have something called an intranet, which is basically it's just internal servers and services. But you can't, like, look up YouTube, for example. You can't open Google, Gmail, or anything like that. The only things you can access are things that are directly assets for the company within the company's boundaries and email each other via the company's internal email service. So, you know, like, there's that kind of secrecy you need to maintain, and if they allowed people to work from home, there's no way they can guarantee that security for their customer, that being the United States military. So, in that case, that company's definitely going to require... it already does, I'm sure. I don't work there anymore, thankfully. It's a very stressful job. But I have no doubt in my mind, the moment the restrictions related to the pandemic loosened, they immediately required everybody to come back to the office, if they even allowed them to work from home to begin with. And even then, I'm sure that they had some method to keep them from revealing any information. They probably weren't allowed to use their home computers. They probably were required to use some kind of like company laptops or something. Again, this is all speculation. I don't work there anymore. And I didn't work there during the height of the pandemic. I left at the beginning of the pandemic. Secrecy is a big thing, yes. And it's not just good jobs like that. There are some companies that deal in secrecy in terms of like clients, like client confidentiality and stuff like that. And again, you can't guarantee that if all your employees are working from home. But if we're talking like call services, if we're talking like tech support, any of those kinds of jobs, yeah, they can totally work from home. And the fact that it took the pandemic for people to realize that it's in many ways more advantageous to do that. Because think about it like this, from the company's perspective, that's a huge money saver. Because you don't have to pay for a building. You You know, you don't have to pay for the building to be air conditioned. You don't have to pay for its services, its electrical systems. You don't have to pay for the overarching network you have to use, the server space. If you don't have employees to fill a building with, you don't have to have the building. You know, you can sell it to somebody who needs it as a warehouse, or needs it as a storage area, or needs it for a different kind of industry that does plan to have employees come in and out. You know, but unfortunately, there's still plenty of office-related jobs like the ones I worked, which do have a level of confidentiality and secrecy, and the companies again can't guarantee that if it's from if it's homework related. So, there's still going to be an excessive need for offices, office spaces, and warehouses and stuff like that to guarantee the safety of customers' private information. I did not think I would be ranting about, not ranting, I did not think I'd be discussing this in great detail when I started this stream. I had no idea this was even going to be a topic. Sometimes experiences are unique. Anyway, at least you could say this. Asmo's streams are very unique. Other streamers are talking about the latest game releases they're excited for. What's Asmo talking about? He spends the first almost 30 minutes of the stream talking about Oh god, I feel old. Oh, some days, man, I'm starting to get why people are surprised when they find out I'm 22. Oh, God. Oh, God. Next, I'm going to talk about the health benefits of prunes. Good Lord. Ren is retarded in San Francisco? I believe it. San Francisco. I think all the San locations have it really bad in terms of that, like San Francisco, San Jose. I know San Jose has some really, like, I have a friend who lives in San Jose, and they have ranted to me about the costs of living there. It's bad. Bad. Not the worst it could be of all time, but certainly up there. Any low-level classes I can switch to? That'd be better to gain this experience for. I don't know what level missions are these. 40s. Okay, so if I switch to my black, no, archer, maybe. I'll just switch to my paladin. I think that's close enough to actually gain some levels. All right, so I'll switch to my paladin so he gets the brunt of the XP. XP. Oh. Alright, coming in for a landing. Alright, switching classes. Checkaroo. Why is he shirtless? What the fuck? Loads in, he's fucking shirtless. Okay then. Oh shit, they're locked. Damn it. Wait, is it the level? Is that why? Hold on. If I switch to my machinist. Why not? Nope. Okay, so apparently it's locked to whoever. Oh! My hello! What are you doing here, Jenny? Come to harass me. Naked Asmo. I wasn't naked, it was shirtless. There's a difference. Naked, everything's off. Like, done. You know, your birthday suit. So apparently I gotta turn them in as my. Okay. Check, check. There you go. Boom. Can I carry any more Algon tips as a product? Fuck. I forgot I don't ever, like, spend anything with those lately. But I really only care about the reputation right this second, so it'll be fine. That's what I'm mainly after. Give me. I want the reputation, I don't give a shit. Share the scry on. There you go. Check. Yes. So it's best to grab them on the low-level classes. You can do them as any class, then turn them into a low-level one. Fair, I should have done that. Oh well. Wait, why can't I complete that? Oh, I have to choose. I don't know, I'm selling them, so critical, I guess. Critical hit, tenacity, skill speed. Again, I'm selling them, so. He keeps turning back to me like, what now? You've talked to me already 7 times today. It's like, sorry, man. I'm just trying to turn him in, brother. I don't know. So, what did that bring my rep grind to? Oh, okay. I maxed out. So, let's take this. Martial perfection. Alright, so I should probably accept that as... I don't know, I guess I'll accept it as my pally. Oh, whoops. I should have read that because this is a unique quest. Shit. My bad. Oh well. Yeah. Just go talk to Hamouge. Hamouge? We'll go Hamouge.
She is gone. The impatient whelp. Reckless action is not martial courage. To charge into battle without certainty of oneself or one's enemy is to court disaster. Lunga is beyond our help now. This is her battle, and her battle alone. Amarja law forbids intervention in such vendettas. If she wishes to perish in a blaze of false glory, then that is the path she has chosen. Lunga's decision defines her as a warrior, and thus will end her tale.
But that's mean. Just let her die, you know?
Asmogan will do nothing. He will do nothing? We have trained Luga since she was barely more than a hatchling. There must be something we... Honored ally, though I risk bringing shame upon myself and the Brotherhood, I beg you to hear my plea. As an Amarja, I am bound by our laws and customs. But you are not. Pray follow Lunga into Zaharak, and see she survives this madness.
Why, yes, sir.
Argos! Away!
Alright, now to go save the wee whelp. Oh, wait, I had another quest left over. Oh, note to self. Alright, well, let me knock that out real quick since I'm passing by that. Anyway. Alright, what do I gotta do? Destroy flaming beacons around Zaharak. Okay, like that one? Or... Okay, there was that one. Alright, boom. Dead. There we go. He gone. Alright, real quick. Boom. Argos. Yip. Yip, yip. And we'll take care of this one. Knock it out of the park. Thank you. Oh. Ah, to be a dark night. It's truly a blessing. Alright, there. We knocked that one out of the park. And now to go help with Lunga. There she is. Hello, you scantily clad lass. Where are you, Zagazta? Your doom has come. Adventurer? Why are you here? Did you follow me? I told you I don't need... Since you are here, perhaps you can prove useful. There is a cage yet deeper within the stronghold. I thought that perhaps it might be... Well, just free the prisoner, yes? The key is held in Manabcha. He is the Flame Fang's second in command, and not to be underestimated. Zagazta is mine, but you will have your share of the glory. Now go! Yes, ma'am. That's a spicy kitty. Oh shit, I can't fly over that. Goddamn flying limitations! I have to go round. Some flights you just want to listen to the Jeopardy music. Boom!
A worthy display of courage, honored ally. May our enemies know that even their precious beacons be not safe from our wrath.
Since we're passing by. Yep. Oh shoot! I should have waited to do that. Yeah, because I don't get the rep because I maxed it out until I do this quest. Fuck. Well, never mind. That was dumb. That was an autopilot moment. They're not good to fall for. Alright. Swing on through here. So where do I got alignment? Destination. Everyone makes at least twice, no worries. I think I've made it more than twice. I'm a bit of a fool. Alright. Alright, good sir. What should I use on you? Oh!
Overkill.
He charges up an attack like, I'm gonna kill this little whelp. And I'm like, fuck it. Just slash the earth with a fucking flood of shadow. That's a total isekai moment for like an anime. It's just the enemy's like, what? No! How can he be so powerful? It's like turned to that like white background with like the sketch moment in the anime, and then gets like erased from existence. Tell us you're a weeb without telling us you're a weeb, Asmo. Gladly. Alright. Steady cage moving. Just realized I didn't have my headset on. Who is it? Who's there? Stay back. You stay away. Wait. I know why you're here, filthy kidnappers. You come for my little loon, haven't you? Oh, that got dark really fast. Well, you can't have her. No one can have her. She's been promised to the Lord of the Inferno. She lost her mind. Mother, you're alive! Who is that? No, no, I know you people snatchers and your dirty tricks. Now get out before you scare my little loon. Out! Out, I said! Gods, no.
There is not quite as touching as a reunion betwixt mother and child. I could scarce contain my tears of bittersweet joy.
What's up, bitch? Sagazta, you'll pay for what you've done to her, and to me!
Some of the tempered such as this one are exposed overlong to the sacred flame. They become the walking witless, barely aware of their own existence. Has Lord Ifrit's power not magnificent? Come, now, it is time you were purified in the raging blaze of his blessing.
Come back and face me, coward! I mean, they're not walking that fast. I'm pretty sure we'll just run up and fuck them up, you know? I go now to put an end to that monster's and abominations once and for all. But if I'm to have any chance of victory, I will need you to first destroy Ifrit's beacons. Honor and pride, adventurer.
Yes, ma'am.
You have his head in your house. Right. We saw that. Thank you for the invitation to your house, by the way. That was nice. Alright. Alright, how many other beacons do I gotta blow the fuck up? Ah, hello. There's another one. How many does it say in my quest log? 3. I wasn't asking the number, I was asking where. Location there, lass. Location, location, location. Alright, that's speaking. Alright, now, rendezvous with Lugar. Woo! It feels weird they only let you do 12 Beast Tribe quests a day. Feels like a weird arbitrary limitation on grinding these things. Why have these arbitrary limitations, Square Enix? You already have the golden saucer! You already have ways to keep people playing for 24 hours a day!
You are as a lost kitten that was wandered into the Drake's lair. Surrender this doomed vendetta. Submit to Ifrit's will, as your mother did before you.
Uh-oh. On the roof. What? Oh damn, that was a powerful arrow. It went right through a fireball. D&D campaigns would be better if if enemies could fucking roll to shoot an arrow through the fireball that hit the pyromancer in the party. Oh god, I gotta do that if I ever host another D&D campaign. Just make it so if someone is cheeky to try and make a wizard and they have like a fireball obsession, it's like, I'm gonna punish you severely for this. Every enemy encounter will include at least 2 archers capable of shooting arrows through a fucking fireball. Oh god.
The brain! How's this possible? My spells are drawn from the searing furnace of Ifrit's might!
Wrong. Your power was drawn from the beacons, and those altars of suffering are no more. Without your precious blessing, there's not to protect you from the sting of my arrows.
Mercy! Mercy, I beg of you! The will of our God is overwhelming. Spare my life, and I shall become your slave instead.
Pitiful creature. If any bring shame to the Mhach, Zagosta, then it is you. Your power is broken and my vengeance complete. No more of my arrows need to be stained by your coward's blood. Crawl back under your rock, lizard. Lay down the law on that one.
Gullible fool. Die!
Right in the face. Good shot, bro. That was pretty fucking good. Just that was like a sniper shot. It wasn't even a kunai either. It was just it looked like a regular fucking dagger. Just word it, bam, right in the fucking skull. War leader.
You forsook all that is sacred to a true warrior of the Mhach Zagosta. For your cowardice and cruelty, the only reward is death. I behold the entire confrontation, Lunga. You fought with honor and with courage. Such was my proud exultation. The dagger flew unbid from my hand. How unfortunate then that Zagosta stood in its path. It appears the perfect martial detachment yet eludes even me.
Respect. Respect. Were you watching, Mother? You have been avenged. I mean, you're looking up like she's dead. Technically, she's alive. Crazy, but alive. Alright, now let's go talk to the Mhach in their camp. And from there, I think I only have a couple other allotted quests for this day that I can use. I'll use those on the kobolds, probably. Yeah, just go down the list. Oh, when tempering was as good as dead? I suppose. Alright, boom. Alright, Asmogan.
With the Flame Fangs defeated, the Mhach within Shenrak will return to cowering behind their campfires. And though the embers of Ifrit's blessings yet smolder, we shall fight that fire with the flames we ourselves nurture, a strength born from within. But I need not speak to you of strength, for you, perhaps, more than any, have neared the peak of perfection.
Stop. Thank you.
You have earned the highest praise and deepest gratitude of my people. Even should our races clash in blood-drenched savagery, you, honored ally, will always be welcomed by the Brotherhood of Ash.
I've seen my mother safely to the Forgotten Springs. It is unheard of for Temper to ever recover from their primal-induced madness, but it is my hope that she will at least find a measure of peace in our old home. Oh, and a word with you, adventurer. I questioned your resolve, and you have answered me as well as any Amalja warrior would. You have my respect. And my thanks. No problem, lass. Well, this feels strange. Why are you staring? What? You look nice. I cannot help the way I look. My brethren must think me hideous.
The road calls you, honored ally. Though misfortune seeks to waylay us, let us not stay from the path of the strong.
Alright. Oh, I have to go to Ul'dah anyway. Okay, well that makes it easier. Teleport away! Yeah, but doesn't that specifically max out my, reputation with them? I don't know how many tiers of reputation there are. I know I'm on, like, the 4th one right now, which is friendly, but I think you go one more above that, and... Again, I don't know. Commander Gisbert submitted a detailed report, Shroud. It seems my decision to assign you to this duty was the correct one. With the Amalja fanatics thus quelled, Thanalan may enjoy a measure of peace for a time. And though we are never in short supply of beastmen-related problems, I believe you've earned a respite from the chaos. Enjoy the rest while you may, Shroud. Trusted reputation for the Ash. Okay, furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from the Ash vendor. Okay, nice. A real bad Ash. Fuck whoever named that, and fuck whoever named that achievement while also giving them a hug. Like, hug, but fuck you. Really? A real bad Ash? That is a Karn level pun. Karn is a member of my personal friend group, and he is a very punny person. Sometimes they're painful, sometimes they're not quite that painful. So there's 9 levels. There's 9 levels. So I'm only at 4, so I got 5 more to go. Okay, so there's quite a bit of a Malsha more to go. Okay, never mind. And tongue-tied. Blah, blah, blah. And here I was thinking I was close to the end there. Alright, so we'll do some more Malja then, and if I have any allotments left, I'll use them on kobolds. And then from there we'll do the the Sky Pirate / Shadow of Mhach stuff. There's 8 in total, so I'm getting near the end. Well, I'm halfway there. Yeah, 4 trusted, so 4 more to go. 3 more of like actual grinding, and then apparently the last one is a quest. So there you go. Right, so let's slip on over. Yeah, I think this is the only like reputation-esque grind I have left. I know technically the beast tribes are the only ones that have like reputation, but the only grinds left in the game I have left after this. Obviously there's the level grind for like all my classes, but not including that, reputation like grinds where there's like a bar you're trying to fill out. I think that all that's left after that is just grinding up fates in different zones and unlocking like the increased flight you can get, but I think that's it. Yeah, because I already did the Maelstrom stuff, so I unlocked, you know, Storm Captain. So that's already maxed out. I've already done all the I've done PvP up to the point of unlocking Archfiend gear. Ooh, maid outfit. And another outfit. Maid outfit again! Nice. Bajia. Yes, thank you. I do actually have to do Bajia still. Nah, there's still plenty to do. Alright. Yeah, that PvP grind, though, was fun. Oh, it was enraging at certain points, but it was a lot of fun. Alright. I have 3 allowances. Okay, I could use one. Hold on, let me switch to a low-level class. Huh. Alright, swing over to Elite Beating. And then turn that in as my pally. I think, and then after that we got 2 allotments left, which I'll spend on the kobolds. And once I spend it on the kobolds, that'll wrap up all beast grinding we can do today. And then I will do the Shadow of Mhach raids. Which apparently there's only 3 like actual raids in it. But it's the big like 32 man, or 32? The big numbered one. It's an alliance raid. But I did look up like the amount of quests in it, and there wasn't a shit ton there, so. It's still probably gonna take like 4 or 5 hours, but we'll get through it. $24 man. Okay. Up on Argos. Right, so I need 1 more archer and 2 more lancers. Hello. You're a pirate? Ah, so you be, Miss Maelstrom. This is something I said. Alright, here we go. Alright, last archer. just need a Lancer. Come on, respawn, you bastards. Hello. Alright, now we'll turn that in. And once turned in, we'll then head on. Do 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 do. Hello, there we are. Alright, thank you, good sir. Alright, I think I have 2 more allotments left, so we'll spend those on the kobolds. Because I'm out of quests I can do for the Mhach today. So while I'm here, just repair everything. Alright. Now, I gotta remember where the kobolds are. It's been a little while. Been a little while. Was it here? No, hold on. Crap. I think it's in Lanasia. Is it out of Lanasia? Yeah, there it is. I remembered it was more like north on the map, but couldn't remember like which body, like which tongue-tied, which body of land it was specifically on, but Lanasia. Alright. So now, to spend our last components with the kobolds. Kobolds! Hello, kobolds. How are you, cowards? Alright, give me... And 1 more left. Alright. Let's go. Let's do them. Lavish lunchbox. Kobolds are really quirky creatures, but they're really cool. In this game. Other games, not so much. D&D campaigns, that could be a lot of fun. Because, you know, you have the freedom of, like, customizing how they actually look and sound. Upside with being a bit big. Yeah, brag about your mounts. I'll get there someday. Alright, grenade digits. Alright. There we go. Alright, deliver the grenade digits. Alright, time for our delivery. So it's appropriate? Yes, I know. Here, there you are. My beauties! There you are. here we go. Alright, there you are. Yes, proceed. Thank you. No good Zogo's ambition. Oh wait, was I that close? Oh, fuck it. I guess we are. Alright. Got another narrative quest with them then. Alright.
Oh, adventurer, do honor me with your company for a moment. Yes, yes. Let us speak for a while. You have been an absolute godsend to our order. A savior, a saint, a godsend. Our barrows have been overflowing with ore since you arrived. Yes, yes, full to the brim. At this pace, a moon from now, you may be speaking to, dare I dream, 788th Order Pikmin Gigu. We shall be the butt of Kobold Society no more. But no, no, never again. Keep up the diligent work, adventurer.
Can a kobold get any more pathetic? Maybe if ye got off your arse and helped Shroud for once, ye could dream a little bigger.
But surely, you know the old kobold saying. Yes, yes, slow and steady.
Bah, enough of your blathering. Shroud, you must come with me quickly. Why, you say? I'll tell you why. Camp Overlook is under attack by the nastiest order kobolds I've ever laid eyes on. And that's not the least of it. Word has it they've got some newfangled weapon that's got Commander Bloedin and his men tearing their beards out. I'm off to join the defense. We can't count on ye as well, aye, Shroud? We can count on you. Accents.
A kobold attack? How terrifying! Frightful, horrifying, terrifying. What is that angers them so? Yes, yes, I wonder.
Quest accepted. Brilliant.
There you are, Shroud. We drove the buggers off, but I fear the damage had already been done. Saw the kobold's new weapon with my own eyes. I did. A right vicious breed of bomb that could blow a good-sized vessel out of the water. The sheer eight out of the beastman's eyes got me wondering. Do you reckon this is somehow our fault, Shroud? No sooner do we start lending our strength to Gigu, and a sorry lot than Camp Overlook suffers its worst kobold assault in years. Aye, call it me mariner's intuition. But I'd wager a pirate's booty that Zoga is at the helm of all this. I must remain behind and tend to me comrades. I ask of you, Shroud, return to Gigu and see if me suspicions are true. Yes, ma'am.
Great losses? Your camp suffered? This is a pity. A shame. A crime. A pity. Good thing it was not us. Yes, yes. We are lucky indeed. A secret new weapon? Such rumors have come our way. But way before, yes, yes, one of our acolytes overheard Zoga speaking of just such a thing. You should seek him out. Yes, yes. You must speak to Bago. But I warn you, he is not one. Curious, eccentric, odd.
Give me my damn mount. Alright.
Bago has been awaiting you. Expecting, anticipating, awaiting. Zorga's furnace is firing, and you seek Bogar's aid. Yes, yes, you do. Zorga's furnace spits out bombs in prodigious power. Brilliant bombs. Breathtaking, beautiful, brilliant. And Bago is an old friend of Zorga. Yes, yes, old friends, we are. But Bago will help you. Yes, yes, he will. Why? Because Bago enjoys nothing more than watching things go kaboom! Kablam! Kapow! Kaboom!
Bago knows the way to the 13th Order's workshop deep in the bowels of Ugamoro. Yes, yes, Bago knows of a hidden passage. Secret, secluded, hidden. The passage is guarded closely, guarded night and day. Yet Bago has friends in high places. Yes, 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 he does. Bago will gather his lovelies, his beauties, his dears, his lovelies. You will go ahead to Northern Eye Lake and seek out Gazi. Yes, yes, you will. We got a pyromaniac. Always a good starter.
Shush! Last time someone woke Zoga from his beauty rest, he had the offender mine an entire ore vein with his fingernails. Yuns wouldn't want that to happen. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Bago told me to expect Yunzis. Zoga's workshop is on the other side of this exhaust pipe. Yuns will go quick and quietly, silently, soundlessly, quietly, that sort of thing, and tell no one that eyes open the door. Yuns, listen? Yep. Alright, here we are. Bago has come, and his lovelies with him. Yes, yes, we have arrived. And yet, what is this? Baga here's Zoga's lackeys scurrying about. Bago's lovelies are trembling in fear, shivering, shaking, trembling. This will not do. No. No, no, it will not. You must see Zoga's men before we leave our fun. Yes, yes, you must. Okay. Standing watch. You sense a hostile presence. Nah. What hostile presence? I don't see anything. Are you ready, my lovelies? Yes, yes, you are! Take them and gently place them in the furnace. Sweetly, tenderly, gently. Then stand back quietly. Yes, yes, with haste! Alright. Ah, nothing like the smell of burnt-out furnace in the morning! Or was it the evening? Does it even matter? No, no, it does not! Bago cannot bear to be parted with his lovelies any longer. His heart weeps, cries, sobs, weeps! Yes, yes, we must leave as we came. Okay. This is the way to the furnace. Bago will return to his lovelies. Yes, yes, he will. Well, that was a very straightforward terrorism attack. We pulled it off, lads. To terrorism. Ah, good. That was a joke, by the way, to the people who can't tell. I've met a few who can, apparently. Alright, there we go. Are my ears to be believed? Adventure, Zoga's furnace sputters, fizzles, smokes, sputters! This is your and Bago's doing? Yes, yes, it is!
Brilliant work, Shroud. With their source of ammunition knocked out of commission, I reckon the 13th Order won't be coming back to wreak havoc on Camp Overlook anytime soon. But we've only begun to fight. We'll not rest until Zoga and his lickspittles have been driven from Ugamoro entirely.
Who's with me? Gigu, have you gone mad? Bommy, bommy, mad! I have a lovely surprise, a pleasure, a delight, a surprise! Who's this now?
Oh, that's her. Who's this now?
Oh, my beloved baby, BB. How I have longed, yearned, pined, longed to look upon your delicate whiskers, your dainty paws.
Ah. She's the one who holds the candle to his heart.
Gigu, you and your friends sabotaged Zoga's prize furnace, yes? You cannot fool me. No, no, I can see it in your eyes.
Aye, the girl's a sharp one.
Zoga is on a rampage, a fury, a frenzy, a rampage! He says he'll find the culprit and toss him into a vat of acid. He will kill you. Zoga, yes, yes, he will!
But I'm too young to die.
Yes, yes, I am. Then you must abandon this madness and flee this place. Run, take flight, flee! Yes, yes, I think I will. It was nice knowing you all. Goodbye, good luck, farewell! Gah, are you out of your bloody mind? You've come this far and you're just going to leave your comrades behind? Take one cowardly step and I'll skewer you where you stand.
Yes, of course. I stand and do battle. Dash, brawl, battle!
You have not changed one bit, Gigu. No, no, you are as weak and wishy-washy as ever. Can you not make up your own mind? You are right, BB. Yes, yes, you are. I will fight and then run. No, no. Run and then fight! I've seen enough of this. Yes, yes, I am through with you. Do what you want, and do it alone. Abandoned, unaccompanied, alone.
Wait, BB! No, no, no! You must not go! Oh dear, I'm in trouble now! Poor guy. You have achieved recognized reputation. Okay. I am recognized, yay! New Kobold Beast Tribe quests are now available for the 789th Order Craftsman Bogu. Alright. Fortune favors the kobold. Ah, the puns! They're painful. Alright, so that's all my allotted Beast Tribe quests. So now, we do the Shadow of Mhach stuff. Goody! Oh, my back. Alright, real quick. I got DM stuff again, didn't I? Yep. Ah, you're playing Borderlands. Now I fish in someplace different. Alright, so Shadow of Mhach. That's Heaven's Wards, so safe to say Ishgard. That's something else. Alright. Alright. Alright, so the Sky Pirates, that's the raid. There we are. Unquiet Trader. Alright. Actually, no, should I have waited? I don't know. The stream's already been going for an hour, so I assume there's nothing to really wait for? I don't think, anyway. I'm assuming we don't really go for a while. Yeah. Ah, you have the look of a lad who's seen his fair share of trouble. Mayhap you'd be willing to help me with mine. I need a capable sort to head into the Sea of Clouds to track down my missing airship. I had to mortgage my soul to get that vessel built, so winning the contract to ferry supplies out to Cloudtop was a real weight off my mind. But it seems my luck ended there. My ship was due back to Ishgard bells ago, and I've been praying for a glimpse of her sails ever since. I can't help fearing the worst. What if she's run afoul of sky pirates? My creditors will have their prawns of flesh. You think me foolish to fear piracy so far above the waves? Well, let me tell you that no honest merchant is safe now the airship production has, if you will excuse the pun, taken off. Any scoundrel with a sack of coin and vague sense of direction can terrorize the skies. Oh yes, this new breed of buccaneers like to paint themselves as dashing explorers, brave in the unknown, but the truth of their nature is right there in the name, sky pirates. Given half a chance, they'll strip your ship of every last scrap of cargo and cry Yahar! As they launch you screaming over the rails. I've heard the stories. Please, you must make haste to Camp Cloudtop. That's where the shipment was bound, and inquire as to the fate of my poor ship and my poor helmsman. Ask Rontremont. He'll know, if any man does. You don't say. So 60. Could do it as a sage. Or the black mage. Oh, but I'm still not used to playing black mage. Could do it as a gunbreaker, but that would be interesting. I'll just run through it as a Dark Knight. Wait, can I, like, solo this as a level 90? Or can I not? I know it's meant to be a 24-man, but... You'll come with? Okay, yeah. The two of us can handle it, I'm sure. Both level 90s. Just scrape right through. Alright, here we are. Rontremont. A supply airship has gone missing, you say? Well, that would certainly explain why our provisions are so late in arriving. We could unsink it, but where's the fun in that? I suppose. It would certainly explain why our provisions are so late in arriving. I did in fact spy a vessel charting an erratic course northwards a short while ago, but as it seemed disinclined to make report here, I paid it little mind. Not the most compelling piece of evidence, I grant you, but I have witnessed naught else of interest. I suggest you investigate the landmass to the north. Rest assured, I will send word if I spy any other sign of our errant supply ship. Why, thank you, good sir. Yeah, I'll just fly there. Aragos! You know, it occurs to me that Elpis is kind of similar to Cloudtop. Obviously, Elpis looks nicer and less chaotic, but similar idea. Oh, I found the pirates. Bloody pirates. Aid! Aid, I say! These villains mean to plunder my cargo!
What we got here then? Think you're some sort of hero, do you?
I don't look like one.
Well then, you won't mind if me and me mates here to join the fun? Make for a more heroic tale, won't it? The tale of how 3 sky pirates fed a meddling little shite his own bloody eyes.
Wham.
What the? Oh gods, I know that shit. It's...
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
So you're the scrags that have been dragging our good name through the mud.
You red Bill Leoford. We ain't done naught for you, to you and yours. What do you want with us?
I think I made me position pretty clear. You take on the matter or Sky Pirate, you agree to a certain code of conduct. And codes ain't worth much if folk go around breaking them. Frankly, lads, you're making us look bad. We can't have that. No hard feelings through, eh? Though, eh? Mirror. That is a dope pistol, though. Or rifle. Pistol, rifle. Yes. Machinist weapon.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Leoford. Thank you. I'm certain my master will wish to repay you.
If your employer does business in Ishgard, he likely knows a merchant or two what trades with me associates. Tell him to say it's for Leoford, and any reward should reach me soon enough. As for you, adventurer, it ain't often someone beats me to the scene. But then I'd expect not less from a hero such as yourself, Shroud. That is who you are, ain't it? I don't know too many other folk with one of them marvellous mana cutters, the ironwork streamed up. Well then, it seems you've saved me the trouble of tracking you down. I've been hoping to have a word with you see. I'll put it to you straight. I need someone to help with a little adventure I have in mind. Someone used to take in a few risks. Now this wouldn't be no black-hearted brigand's work, so don't go worrying yourself on that account. Unlike them thieving curs just now, I don't owe with robbing honest folk. For me, you see, the Sky Pirate's life is all about freedom. The freedom to go where you will, to find out what lies beyond the next cloud. If you're interested in joining us on an adventure worthy of the name, then look for me standing in the northern reaches of the Blue Window. Someone will be waiting there to greet you. Aye aye. Tally ho! Alright, so where are we gonna go? All the way up there! Stacia. Before we get underway with this, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. While I run to the bathroom, Jenny, meet me at the place. So, I'll be right back. Hello folks, I'm back. Okay, Stacia. That's far enough, stranger. If you value your life, tell me true. Did you stumble across this marker by chance? Or are you here by invitation? Then you would make... That would make you the hero the captain said to watch out for. Well met. Oh, she's wearing sunglasses. I thought it was a headband from a distance. The name's Stacia. Leoford would call me his right-hand woman, but I feel more like his bloody nursemaid. God's truth be told. Anyway, my thanks to you for coming to hear him out. If you'd follow me, I'll take you to the Red Bill's nest. Neat. Very steampunky feel right now. Alright, I'll be quiet. I come to you in person and you still refuse my offer. Arrogant fool! On the subject of arrogance, Radley, I'll bow to your superior knowledge, but that's all the bowing you'll get from me. As I've told you a dozen times before, I ain't no one's lackey. Oh, damn. Pirate titties! Sorry. But my dear Leoford, how else do you propose to survive an expedition into the ghost ship? I would fear for my life with naught but your feeble crewmates at my back. Well, I fear for me life with your mangy crew at my back, on account of them being murderous and trustworthy bastards to a man. Oh, damn. Facial animations there actually went overtime. And I thought you cleverer than this, Red Bill. No, but no matter. I always get what I want in the end. 'Tis merely a question of method. Now there's a face I've not seen before. You don't have the look of one of Leoford's little birds. He's a guest. You understand the concept, don't you? You know, when someone is invited instead of just bursting through the door whenever she damn well pleases. That's gross. Marshmallow got himself lost in a cabinet. Oh, make sure you're safe. That was Rodelia, captain of the Talons. She knows Leoford's the best sky pirate alive, and the fact he won't join us sticks in her craw. Are you gonna let them talk to you like that, Captain? We should teach them Red Bills some respect. Patience. When all this is over, we shall see who rules the skies. Damn. They got treasure. He's visually impaired, so he's a bit special needs. Yeah, no. You talked to me about Marshmallow before. Hey there, hero! I promise you high adventure, and high adventure you shall have, for we plan to board the Steer Cloud's very own ghost ship. Or what folk have been taken to calling one anyway. Every day for the past few weeks has brought with it a new sighting of the selfsame vessel, a massive airship of queer design adrift on the wind. Being a curious lot, there were a few buccaneers who tried exploring below decks, but not one of them's been seen since, and so naturally, they're saying the ship is cursed. Well, haunted. Like I said, in honest to God's ghost ship. My guess is she's another relic left behind by the Alligans. But we won't know for sure till we have had ourselves a poke around inside, and liberate whatever ancient treasure she's got mouldering away in her hold, of course. Before we start dividing up the spoils, we gotta find the damn thing, which is why we've been working on a special new device. Bah, finding her will be the easy part. What we can't do without it is a veteran explorer who ain't afraid to fling himself face first in the jaws of danger. Now I know you're a gallant champion of the people and all, but strip away the fame and glory and I'll wager you're still an adventurer at heart. So what say you, Shroud? Fancy a plunge into the unknown at this side of the Red Bills? There's a smile. Then it's settled. Let's pay a visit to our crewmate, Utata. She's been working on her way to track the vessel. Of course it's a... Okay. Actually, what's your adventure plate look like? Oh, okay. That was I expecting. Alright, of course it's, fucking Lalafell. Greetings, the name's Utata. I suppose you'll call me the Red Bill's Chief of Engineering. Smithing, Carpentry, Magitech. So they're... Okay. Okay. What is it with Lalafells and having like 15 plus, like, expertise? It's just like, she's literally their Totaro. If it's part of an airship, I can fix it. Just don't expect to see me waving a cutlass and swinging over the rails. If there's fighting to be done, well, that's what we have you for. Really haven't messed with the adventure plate? Yeah, that's fine. It's just... You know, I don't know. I was expecting something funny. But it's, like, normal. Which was unexpected, you know? I can't remember what mine looks like. Yeah, that. Alright. To rule the skies. Well met, ladies and gentle pirates. Now that we appear to have our hero, I'm happy to report that we've overcome the last obstacle to boarding the ghost ship. Meaning your project was proceeding as planned. That is, Captain. That is, Captain. I knew this would be the perfect place to take readings. The scant amounts of background ether make it easy to follow the derelict's trail. The ghost ship is what Utata tells us is a unique etheric signature. She's been building a device that can sniff out this particular spectral flavor and point us in the right direction. I call it the Ecto Compass. It's allowed me to collect some solid data on the vessel's movements and plot a reliable intercept course. No groping blindly through the clouds for us. Well, the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. Utata, you'd best stay here, at arm's way. Keep an eye on them ether trails, eh? Alright, Captain. Grab an armload of treasure for me. Now we've got no way of knowing what's waiting for us than that cursed Hulk. Shroud, you'd best bring along a few mates that you know you can trust. Don't hurt to be too careful, seeing as how you'll be going in first and all. I did tell you you'd be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. The rest of us will be guarding the rear, just in case Radidia and her brood decide to stick their brakes in where they ain't wanted. Don't worry, she'll not get past us, so you can concentrate on carving a path into the ship's belly. An honest to God's ghost ship. Ho ho ho, this is gonna be an adventure and a half. Right out. Righto. Hold on, I want to do something real quick. I'm gonna advertise the stream real quick. Just hoping, because I just don't want anybody to miss out on it. That's part of the community. And before we actually play through the Shadow of Mhach, how's about I react to the new Joe-Cat video. I record that, give people a second to join if they want to check out the stream, and if not, oh well. And I just put up Discord. I see you're in the stream, VC, Jenny. I'll join that after the reaction. Excuse me. Hiccups. I'll join that. Don't worry, I do. To hear your lovely voice would be a very welcome part of the stream. Before I do that, I just wanted to do this real quick. Yeah, well, I'll react to this, get it out of the way, and then we'll be on our merry way now, won't we? Alright, so start recording it now. Alright, so before we do the Shadow of Mhach raid, before we get underway with that, let's check out Joe-Cat's A Crap Guide to Final Fantasy ffxiv Melee DPS. Because the thing is, I didn't actually think he was going to do this. I thought he had covered like the full range. I thought DPS was just going to be DPS, but apparently he's specifying Melee DPS. So I'm very curious what sheer humor he's going to throw my way. Let me link and subscribe. I'm subscribed on my other channel, but the gaming channel I forgot to subscribe. So there we go. Reason to watch it twice. So let's get underway with Joe-Cat's video.
Everyone always says you should be a team player, but honestly, I've always felt like the best way to help the team is by crushing whatever obstacle that's in the way with my heavily toned squat receipts. So that's it.
Yes!
I'm not playing for anybody else. I play for me, baby. Any reason the raid wipes from now on is no longer my fault. I only exist to make big numbers fly towards the screen and watch my skill bar light up like a Christmas tree at a rave party. And you bet your precious patoot the progress preventers will be promptly pounded because this potent projector of pain will be peppering those beasties until your pack is paved with enough resulting pellets that every peddler will pray to be pampered by a more palatable pacifist. Welcome
Good thing he's got a pop filter.
Being a DPS is like being the king of capitalism, because the way you play, taking care of others, is for bitches. Pay no attention to anybody else's well-being unless it directly affects you, and so long as you're alive and safe, you can act like anything bad that happens around you is probably not your fault. All that brain power instead will be put towards what really matters, your complicated as shit damage rotation. That's right, step aside tanks 1, 2, 3, and healers 2 damage.
It depends. It depends. Some DPS are complicated, some are like very fucking straightforward. I would argue that one of the most straightforward DPS classes in Final Fantasy XIV in particular, at least to me, is Samurai. Because Samurai, the most difficult part about Samurai's rotation is learning it. And I suppose that's true about any class, but I do think it's like harder to initially get into. I think like that's debatable. I'm sure some people will be like, I got it first time and like I practiced it, and it's like for me, I don't know, it didn't click for me at first. I remember to do like the 1, 2, 3s with each of the versions. Like you have your 1, 2, 3. You have 2 versions of your 1, 2, 3 like AOE, and then you have like 2 versions, 2 or 3 ways to do single target. And you kind of want to keep up your buffs, which are each of the 1, 2, 3s, which have overlapping abilities. At first, that was like hard to like memorize to do, like what does what. But once you practice it a bit, either by grinding fates when you're leveling samurai, or you're like practicing on a training dummy. But once you get like through that initial barrier of learning the 1, 2, 3s, because there's like several of them, and then you also remember to use your sens. Each of those, depending on what you're trying to do. Make sure to drop your DOT. Make sure to then do your big dick damage once you've done all the combos in a row. And if you're up against multiple enemies, you want to do the middle one, which the names I'm terrible at remembering, by the way, because Japanese names. I'm sorry, they don't come to me as naturally to remember as it is. But the second tier of sen, being able to do like that strike in like a fucking umbrella shaped like arc in front of you for like AoE damage. It's just that initial barrier is a little hard, but once you're done that, it's a pretty straightforward DPS, I think. Like, I don't think it's very complicated, but that might be arguable. But then you compare that to something like Black Mage, which Black Mage is far more like Black Mage, people say is easy to learn but hard to master. I'd say it's moderate to learn and very hard to master, and Black Mage for me does not come naturally. So, for me, it depends on the DPS, but I think that's true for anybody.
Buttons. These are where the big guys and gals play. Or at least that's what they like to tell themselves, since one of the only party utilities they have to worry about is pressing the faint button once in a blue moon. Their hotbar will more often have dozens of buttons, all dedicated to big damage. The melee DPS is the most important person in the party, as you are the one on the front lines inspecting the bad guy's anus like it's where all the Hrothgar hats are hiding, while avoiding the enemy's sprays of hot, poisonous gamer stink. Not only are you going to be up in their grill, turning their cheeks into a ripe tomato while flip-flopping in and out of danger like you're a politician making pancakes, you're also going to make like an adult film star and learn positional. Certain attacks in your damage rotation will require you to land them in specific areas around the enemy target, specifically the rear and the flank, in order to deal additional damage. How do you tell where those positions are? By the massive disembodied titty underneath the target. See this nipple? That's the front, where the tank will be sucking on the sweet milkies that are tank busters. Which obviously means this conspicuous ticulus on the opposite end is the rear.
I'm not gonna be able to damage your joke. I'm not gonna be able to look at that. I'm not gonna be able to look at that any other way from now on. Jesus Christ. Now I'm just gonna refer to it as the titty, the disembodied titty. Oh God, I don't know what I'm more upset at, the fact that he said that, which doesn't actually upset me, but or the fact that I didn't think of that first. God damn it.
What about the flank? That'll be on either side of the enemy. And if you're ever confused as to where each area begins and ends, a useful tip on how to tell is imagine there's a big X dividing each of the quadrants. Or you could just press true north and pretend positionals don't exist, like it's an embarrassing memory of that time you did the Gangnam Style at school, unironically. The only time it isn't the case is when the enemy has a full ring without an opening, in which case you won't have to worry about any of that guff, and you can just sit there like an off-tank who's actually having fun. Otherwise, between hopping back and forth in these two spots and running around catching up to the boss whenever the tank feels like doing cardio, your little wall's legs are gonna get so much working out that they'll be thick as the milk from the teats of a whale made of molasses. Which is to say, expect to move a lot. But what if I'm not in the right place for a position or the boss is far away? Just remember the old adage, always be casting! Even if you're not able to land your positionals, or if the boss is too far away to make a melee attack, be sure to always be pressing your buttons no matter what. Unless you're a monk who has no ranged attack and you have to sit there thinking about how your job will inevitably be reworked yet again in the next patch. However, there is another secret epic gamer option that allows you to maximize the DPS you output at the risk of yourself as well.
That's why I don't play monk. I do want to like level all classes to max at some point, but I tell you this right now, the one I'm probably most hesitant to play all the way through is Pugilist / Monk. Not looking forward to that.
well as potentially everybody else, but it's usually the healers. This technique is called greed. The funny thing about AoE markers in Final Fantasy XIV is that they only ever mark you for damage if you are standing in them the moment they go away. This means that if you're fast on your fingers, you can stand there DPSing the bad guy while soaking in their radioactive orange juice until the very last second where you backflip out just as the dropkick of doom skims your fuzzy anime hairs and you don't lose a second of uptime. As I said, however, this is a high risk. If your timing is off and you spend just a millisecond too long, you'll be covered in cheese puffs. You might even die.
I
Or in some
know,
cases, you'll
yeah,
have to
I've
suffer
done that
a
a
fate
lot.
worse than having to read the entire
Especially
24-hour
with Reaper.
catalog of Limsa. Damage down. Shh, it's okay. Nobody's gonna take away your big damage numbers. Papa's here to make sure you don't greed too hard if you're not ready, okay? Okay. As the melee DPS, you also have first dibs on limit break against most bosses since yours deals the most damage, specifically when they're single. This is because when you hit the limit break button, you're not actually attacking them, just showing them pictures of a happy, healthy relationship, and nothing hurts more than emotional damage. Just ask Urianger.
Yeah.
But what are the individual jobs whom of...
Too soon! Too soon, you son of a bitch! God damn. Rest in peace, Moonbreeder. I don't care if it's been almost a year since I played through that part. Fuck you! Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, that was a good line, but damn.
which may lay
Too
set
soon.
up close slappers to thine adversaries. There are 5, and each one is a different flavor of anime and edge. Monk, for those of you who want to go fast, having one of the shortest global cooldowns in the game means you'll be dealing out punches like you're a pissed-off caterer at a middle school sock hop. Instead of the traditional combos, each attack puts you in a specific stance. Bird, cat, and monkey. Each one combos
Monkey.
into another attack that benefits from each respective stance. Your rotation will
Sorry, I gotta hear him say that. I'm sorry.
all and monkey. Each one instead of the traditional combos, each attack puts you in a specific stance. Bird, cat, and monkey. Each one combos
I don't
into
know why
another
that
attack that benefits from each respective stance. Your rotation will be all about swapping stances around more than a kid trying sick moves to impress their crush at a middle school sock hop. You also have perfect balance, which allows you to go freestyle and
Welcome,
pick whichever
Metalix.
stance you're feeling more at the moment without having to do any of the normal stance setup. If you repeat the same stance 3 times during your freestyle, you get a purple token on your stylish moves punch card. And if you do 3 different stances during the freestyle, you get a white one. Do a freestyle with 3 unique moves one more time while you have both the purple and white tokens on your punch card, and you get to turn it in to make your crush dripping wet with damage because for some reason you get to kick them in the face. The only problem is you are the only melee without a ranged attack to keep your uptime. And although you do have a dash that lets you zip around like Goku on a triple shot Ristretto down blend macchiato, if ever you find yourself without a target to punch during combat, you can call timeout on your buffs so they stop moving while you have a little cry because
Can I just take like a minute to like credit Joe Cat with like the very creative descriptors he comes up with? Like they're really fast and snappy, but like the Goku macchiato shit, like they're clever as fuck, dude. You can tell like when scripting this, Joe Cat has like just a blast.
your crush rejected you at the middle school sock hop. Dragoon is probably the most straightforward of the melee classes and the one most likely to have a tragic backstory. You've got a 5-button combo that swaps between hard slaps and sakura flowers and a handful of buffs that will turn anybody else in the party into your partner in dragon slaying. What kind of dragon slaying? That's up for you to decide, which you'll have plenty of time to do while you're suspended 20 moms in the air dropping in like a scantily clad human airstrike who's got a date with Nidhogg at 5 and a party at the quicksand at 6. Yes, the Matanga in
It's also the universally best DPS class, especially melee DPS class in all of PvP right now, because that LB it gets to use, the fucking dive from heaven and destroy the entire party in one attack. Yeah, fuck that. It drives me nuts.
the room. Dragoon has several damage-dealing jumps necessary to unlocking special attacks in their rotation that will lock you into an animation, which means you're stuck and unable to move out of your location while the boss is just about ready to piss all over the floor right before you land. So be wary when using your jumps, lest you fling yourself right into a danger puddle and perpetuate the tired singular joke the 14 community has for the class. On the bright side, though, you do get the objectively best job mentor in the form of Ninja is great for people who
Okay,
enjoy
that was
American
great.
football, because for every 10 seconds of
Ninja
excitement, there's a
Dragoon.
minute of fuck all. Your rotation is all about fitting every goddamn cooldown you can into a small window of time where you make the enemy take more damage, and on top of that, you also have the ability to live out every weeb's dream and do a bunch of hand gestures to cast magic attacks and also drop down into a low position and run with your arms flopping behind you in the breeze, which Final
Fire
Fantasy
style.
objectively proves makes you go faster. You got 3 hand symbols, and depending on what order you do, you will make a different kind of anime reference. For example, going Chi Tenjin Tenjin Chi Chijin unlocks a secret dark ending of Cory in the house and causes the enemy to be susceptible to bonus damage. But maybe you're facing a mob of enemies who are immune to A-rank powered life forms, so you'll instead have to go Tenjin Jin Chijin Chijin Ten Chijin Tenchi for 3 seasons of Sonic Underground, which will kick sand into their eyes with how fast you'll be running circles around the slowpokes. More or less, you'll have to do some studying up on what combos do what, but here's a secret cheat sheet.
Only the final mudra in the sequence matters.
Fuck, it's the skill floor police. Cheese it! Samurai, the job most likely to have a dick measuring contest with a black mage. I'd be careful though, their dad works at Square Enix. This weeb is the most selfish of the melees as it provides no utility for the rest of the party and instead acts like the average soccer player, focusing on being the star of the show who gets all the attention, especially when it drops to the floor clutching its knee when somebody sneezes on them. Your attacks contribute to a kink bar, which allows you to shame the enemy in a variety of ways, as your katana is also a substitute for a horny bat. So you remember how the monk has a punch card? Well, so do you, except yours is your sword and the punches are stickers. You have 3 basic combos, each one giving you a slight buff and slapping a sticker onto your katana. And depending on how many stickers you have, you will get one of 3 different rewards when you turn.
And when up against bosses, you only really use 1 sticker for the dot, and then 3. Unless the boss has mobs, you will not be using 2 stickers. Not gonna happen.
Turn in your sticker sheet. With 1 sticker, you'll apply a dot that'll last longer than it takes to clean your room. Don't lie to me, I know a majority of my audience has depression. 2 stickers will charge up an AoE around you. And 3 stickers will make...
I was not expecting this.
Each sticker attack also gives you an additional separate sticker. And once you have 3 of those, you get to do an additional... And finally, the Reaper, the transfer student from Garlemald who got the rest to mauled at the fact that they think they're better than the rest of the melees. Which I mean they are, but don't let any Reaper hear you say that. It'll go to their heads. Being the darkest
It does go to
means
our
that
heads.
your job gauge is the Dark Souls HUD. Similar to the Samurai, you build up a bar that can be spent on big slaps. And those big slaps give you edgy boy points that can be spent on additional big slaps. Except this time, they're coral blue number 5 semi-gloss lipstick. Once you've kissed enough boys to build up your fashion bar, you get to turn into a spooky ghost.
In Shroud. Yeah.
You do the slice. You do the spooky slice. The spooky slice. Now your swings have some spice. You do the slice. It's just your soul that's the price. You do the slice. You do the spooky slice. And now you know how to play Melee. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Northern snow front of Ilsabad. The land was...
Okay. Thank you, Joker. That was a good video. That was good. I'd say I'd like this one more than I liked his normal TPS one. I still think my favorite though is Crap Guides to Tanking. I think I like that one more than all of them. But yeah, that's okay. That was enjoyable. He uploaded a full version of that song. Okay. Neat. All right. Awesome. He did a whole video about it. Okay. Love it though. Like the thing is, Samurai was my like go-to melee DPS before Endwalker, and with no, you haven't missed the raid. We haven't done it yet. I decided to give people time to join this stream. Good thing I chose to do that. Welcome Zolthi, by the way. We're about to start the raid, but yeah, I think for me, let me think. For me. The big thing with the chain... My brain. So for me, like, Sam was my favorite melee DPS for a long-ass time. Like, I unlocked it when I was getting into the Heaven's Ward expansion, when I had first leveled up my first class ever to a higher level, which... Not my first class ever, but my main class up to that point, which was Dark Knight. I leveled that to a certain... spot, and then I wanted to try out Sam, and Sam became my main melee DPS until Endwalker. When Endwalker dropped, I knew Reaper fit my aesthetic beautifully because I'm an edgy boy, and plus I think something about scythes is really fucking cool to me. No, I have no good explanation for this. I just really think scythes are fucking cool. But yeah, I was hype as shit. Sorry, my tablet's being weird. Okay. Looks like it fixed itself. That was weird. I was causing all my screens to blink. But anyway, yeah, I like this video a lot. Thank you, JoeCat, for making it very entertaining. And hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to it. Make sure to watch the original, as always, and it'll be in the description of the video when this is uploaded. But until then, on to the Shadow of Mhach raid, guys. Let's do this! Yeah, that was very entertaining, though. Right here, right here. Alright. Yeah, Zolthi, you're not late for the raid. We haven't started it up yet. Nope, Jenny is waiting for me in the call, though. Hello, you beautiful, amazing woman. How are you doing today?
Hello. Hang on, let me mute you.
That's mean.
I had to mute. No, I have to mute the stream so I don't
Okay.
hear it twice.
Well, don't mute me.
I will mute you if I damn well feel like it.
One of the few quality things I possess as a human being is my voice.
Nah, you're a fine human being.
You say that now.
I say that after having known you for a while. You probably don't want to tank this if you don't know what you're doing.
Why?
Because it's a 20... You said 32 earlier, and now you've confused me. Because it's a 24 man raid. I mean, you can if you want. I'll keep you alive. Or throw you off a cliff. You know how it goes.
True.
So I think that's not this one. I think that's the next one.
Okay.
There's one where it's very easy to fall off the edge of the platform.
I mean, I can switch. What level rate is it? 60?
Yeah. Play a DPS.
Probably can switch to Sam. Or I can do Reaper. Lally-ho! Says Lauren Crystal in my chat. Hello, Lally-ho! How are you? Alright.
The stream still has a...
Oh, yeah, let me turn that off. Yeah, my preview I have turned off during the streams, so...
Yeah, I still see one. There
should,
we go. All
should
fixed.
go away. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there's like a slight delay, so I just figured I'd let you know that it was worked.
I appreciate it. Yep. Alright, so I'm assuming... So I could either do Sam, or I could do Reaper. I don't know, probably...
I mean, the experience is kind of meh, so whichever you want.
Yeah, I'll probably just do Reaper because it's more fun to play. Alright. So, into the Ark. Alright. Void Ark. Join. And now for the queue. Which will probably take a hot minute considering it's not an Endwalker thing.
Yeah, about 12 minutes it looks like.
Yeah. How was your day going?
Your reaction to the Ariane part was hilarious.
It wounded me. That was a personal vendetta strike against my heart.
Yeah. Too soon, man. Too soon. Even though that was like 6 years ago for me, man.
It was a year ago for me. Still too soon. Oh. Not to mention, like, one of the few parts of this game that has made me cry.
Yep, the Endwalker section.
Yeah, that hurt so fundamentally in my soul. So yeah, very specific things get me to cry, and it's like a pinprick accuracy I have to hit with. Ugh, man. I still get shit for not crying at Thou Shalt Live, Die and No from Endwalker. I still can't. I'll never get over people calling me soulless from my reaction for that.
Everyone has different soft spots, and I think part of the reason that the Shadowbringers and Endwalker stories are so good is they kind of broadly hit all of them. So no matter who you are, you're going to have something that hits you in some soft spot. You don't necessarily cry. I mean, there's people who cry about everything, but there are people who admit that there was a portion of either one of these stories that hit them very hard, even if they don't cry about it. I know for me, the because I lost my mom so recently, everything that had to do with the Na was really more poignant for me. But that's my soft spot.
Yeah.
It's everyone's got their own personal place where this game is going to hit them and hit them repeatedly, and that was not 12 minutes.
No, that was not 12 minutes. But yeah,
It's because I'm a healer.
yeah, this game hits you. I think that's why a lot of people love it so much. It feels so personal to play through it.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
there's
very rewarding story too.
and I believe that a lot of that is because there is such kind of a and they don't like telegraph it. This is the part where if you have a kid you will cry. This is not the part where if your parents have died you will cry. It's very subtle and it spreads out and it just kind of
No, they just leave booby traps everywhere for your emotions. Playing through this game is like doing emotional reps. Welcome, Banana Doji. Welcome. She sound like she's about to cry. Jenny?
Nah, I'm not gonna cry.
Yet.
No.
We'll get there. Eventually.
Come here. Come on.
Okay. Shadow of
Say hello to
Mhach.
Asmo.
Meow. Meow.
Come here.
Alright. We're going in. Okay.
It has been a hot minute since I've been.
This is my first time running through.
Luckily, I'm the class with the 2-button DPS rotation.
Let's just zoom out all the way here. Mr. Asmo gonna make cry? Am I gonna make you cry, or am I gonna make other people cry? Or am I gonna make Jenny cry? I can. I don't want to. But I am an asshole. I work at it. I don't know. Yeah, I again, I'll never get over people calling me soulless for thou shalt live Diane, though. That... I was not expecting... Like, the like to dislike ratio on that before YouTube removed the dislikes was pretty good. But the comments were like landmines everywhere. People, you know, one guy was like, only soulless people, only people with a soul should play this game. I was like, really? Just because I didn't cry?
There are always going to be people who are like that.
I don't. It was weird though. It was weird. Like, and all.
God, remember the reaction to you mentioning that you boosted a healer class?
Yeah, one class after 500 hours. The only thing I'd boosted in this entire game, and people were like, "I don't want to watch your stuff anymore. You boosted." It's like, it's not like I pulled the Quinn.
As someone who leveled the class that he boosted, which was White Mage, the White Mage story is very boring.
And that's why I boosted it. Everybody told me the story wasn't really worth it. Oh, first boss.
Yep, first boss. The, Manta Ray?
Alright, let me drop my DOTs. Stack them. One more.
Watch as the freaking Dragoon gets hammered by every AoE.
Yeah. Oh shoot! It's level 60. I don't have access to Enshroud. Damn it! I just realized that. I'm like, wait, why am I not gaining any blue? It's like, oh, because I don't have it. Shit. The best part about playing Reaper, I can't use it. I suppose that simplifies what I have to do.
Samurai went first, not Dragoon.
Really?
Oh.
Gotta work on his rotations.
No, he needs to work on getting his ass out of the way.
Warrior!
I don't care if he's got his rotation down. I care that he fucking died.
Sure. Everybody fall in! Oh, click that again. Very fitting I'm playing my melee DPS right after watching the melee DPS joke cat video.
Yeah, but you can't use your edgy war points.
Oh shit. Crap.
He got tired of people not going into the right circle, so this one makes you go to the right circle.
Yeah, man, smash or do. There we go. Oh, crap. I draw my DOTs. They wore off.
Yeah, your group is fine though. You've got one healer dressed like a slut and one healer dressed like, well, they're going to the beach. Both of us.
I mean, this is the FF14 community. We're all sluts on the inside.
Yeah, but I'm generally dressed like a slut on the outside too.
Yeah, it's a sense of fashion.
Some of the Void Arc gear looks pretty cool, but you can get dyeable versions of it.
I just want to greet everything. Alright, running up.
No dying shroud.
I actually won that shit? What the fuck? Huh?
Oh, I didn't notice that Lauren had said things in actual chat until just now.
Oh.
I don't actually look at my chat all that often.
I try and keep like an eye on it, but it's hard to tell. What'd she say?
It's like from 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. No, tentacle.
Okay, more bolts.
Yeah, man.
Very difficult to play when you're like.
Banana Doji says kinky. The beauty of the FF14 community, everybody has a bit of a sexual fetish. And the best part is the game facilitates most of them. I mean, literally the best husbando, archetypes are in this game. I mean, you got the super serious Urianger, who's very intellectual, very driven, but also has these surprising moments of weird fears and kind of adorable affections. And then you got Thancred, who's like the bad boy type, but he's also got that, you know, dad crid vibe later on. And if you're looking for like the younger husbando kind of vibe, then you got Graha.
Something special about this fight, but I don't remember what it is.
I guess I'm about to find out the hard way.
Pretty much follow the herd.
When in doubt.
Honestly, that's one of the best pieces of advice you can get, is when you don't know what you're doing, follow the group.
Then there's those days the group doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, but then everyone is screwed and you learn together.
Yeah, we all get fucked together. Alright, so it drops acid poison bombs on us.
I think they're sticky bombs. They stick people together. You have to run between the people who are marked to break the chains.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, gross. But do we keep attacking, or is that like a huge defense we can't break through? Oh no, we're still doing damage, so. So yeah, this is the last raid I haven't done, right? Obviously, other than the Endwalker raids, which are still coming out. Oh, it's invulnerable. Shit.
I think so. Oh, it's invulnerable, but you have to hide behind it.
Okay. Crap! Just in time. Alright. Near? Oh, right. I haven't done the... No, you're right. You're right, Zolthi. Thank you for that. Yeah, I haven't done the near... Ah, shit!
I will happily inform you that I will never do those with you.
Why?
I can't. The flashing lights in there.
Oh, is... Oh, okay. Epilepsy?
That's the one raid I cannot do.
Okay. That means you can't watch the stream of it either, I assume.
I don't actually watch the streams. I have them on in the background. So...
Right. Which I appreciate.
mean, I've completed the near raids, but the last one I did by playing a ranged DPS and hoping for the best. The person who took me with was like, you know, that was the most awful DPS I've ever seen.
Oh! Nope, not getting me that time.
I felt bad.
Eh. You're a great healer.
Yes, but I refuse to do those raids, so. And I'm fine as a DPS when I can see what I'm doing. The trick with that one is there's no edges on the platform, so I kept running off the edges because I couldn't tell what I was doing.
Right.
Because I couldn't look at the screen because the flashing lights were making me nauseous.
Ooh. Go easy, okay?
Yeah. I explained it to the raid after the fight was done, and they're like, yeah, a lot of people have trouble with this raid, so.
Yeah, after
I'm gonna have to,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna have to do them at some point for the, like, cosmetic stuff, but I think I'll just have SETI take me in a couple of expansions and just, like, close my eyes and hide in the corner.
Okay. Yeah. I've been meaning to save the near raids until after I had finished playing Replicant, but it'll be a long time before I get the time to do that, so I might as well just play the near raids and hope that it's not too much of a spoiler for what I'm in for with the near games.
Things happen. I don't know. I didn't play the near game either. The constant shifting of camera made me feel nauseous.
Okay.
It's actually one of the only games I've ever refunded on Steam.
Really?
Because I played it for 5 minutes and was like, I cannot do this.
Hmm. I've been enjoying near Replicant.
It was Automata, I think, that I had to refund.
Yeah, I haven't.
It was just the camera kept shifting back and forth, and couldn't do it.
Yeah, I get that. Some like queasiness comes inherently with some of that.
I can't play a lot of first-person games either.
So
Which
do you
is
have?
weird because I don't have any issue with Borderlands.
Oh, okay. Wait, really? That's
I
got a
don't
lot
know.
of shiftiness.
I don't know. It hasn't been bothering me.
Maybe it's the art style. Maybe
Maybe.
it feels disconnected enough from something like real, so it.
I have no idea. Also, my brain is weird, so I just kind of accept it. I'll try any game,
Oh,
but
hello. This right here reminds me of the Tower of Babel.
yeah.
Huh.
Though, Tower of Babel reminded me of this. I do love these, like, gate things.
Yeah.
It's all purple and shiny, of course I like it.
Well, my stream theme is purple, and my favorite color is purple, so
My favorite color is purple.
I inherently love this color. Which is weird, because I hate blue. My least favorite color is blue. Like a cobalt blue.
kind of vaguely remember this fight. Hey, she should look familiar since you fought things that take this form.
That's a she.
Oh, I think so.
How can you tell? It looks like Ursula, but if you took any kind of defining features and melted them away.
There's a boss in Shadowbringers that takes this one. The one for the Fairy Kingdom.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The light warden, right? No, the light warden was Titania.
No, the long frog.
Oh.
At the end of the first dungeon in.
Combination of Marlborough and Manticore? I don't know. I was thinking Ursula from, like, the Disney movie. Ilmeg boss?
Yeah, Ilmeg, that's the name of the dungeon. The final boss of Ilmeg, one of the phases that he takes on is this.
I faintly recall that, yes. My DOT back on there. God, it feels so weird not to be able to use Enshroud. It kind of screws up my mental rotation.
Maybe you should play Samurai for the next one.
Probably.
Feeling I should waste.
Fuba. Etiquette. Illusions and walking the plank. Yeah.
Too far away to get a buff, or too far away to get a buff?
Whoops. Ew. Stop vomiting everywhere.
Tell which team actually likes its DPS.
Huh?
Oh, one of the groups is DPS is like half dead most of the time.
How do you know?
Because I have the other alliance stuff set up.
Oh. I do
One of the
not. Is it
options-
my group?
No. There's 3 groups in an alliance, right? There's 3 groups of 8.
I know. I'm Group B. I'm Alliance B.
Yes. And I'm in Alliance B with you, so
Okay.
you're the main HUD that I'm looking at. But I also have set up A and C on the side so that I can watch in case I need to res one of the healers from another group. And one of the groups, and it's Group A, has been losing its DPS left, right, and center.
Huh. They shouldn't. They got some pretty good damage dealers.
They've also got 2 sages.
Right.
Sages don't typically like being the primary healer. The other 2 groups at least have either a white mage or an astro.
I always loved like the main bosses in these designs. They always look so fun.
Yep. There's a lot of creativity in these.
Yes. Credit to SE. They and to the FF14 team. They don't pull any punches when it comes to designs. Oh shit.
It's also credit to them because First time here for you, haven't been here in years for me. Everyone knew exactly what to do for that. We saw the stack marker and we all ran for it.
I mean, I'd hope by this point most people would understand the importance of a stack marker.
Historically, when this place was first out, that was a fairly new marker.
Oh.
They didn't start using that until the Nidhogg fight. I mean, now, with some of the earlier dungeons having been reworked, it's not as rare, and a lot of these people are people who have played through this before. But historically speaking, when this was new, that was a fairly new thing to see. I'm gonna move you because you're putting my arm aside.
Yeah, this place very much reminds me of the Tower of Babel.
See that?
It's interesting going through something for the first time in reverse.
It's nice seeing where things came from.
Yeah. Alright, come on, drop my DOT one more time just to max it out to 1 minute.
Away! You failed to look away.
Crap. Yep, I fucked up on that one. That is not my
By the
worst
way,
fuck up, though.
Most of our group fucked that one up.
Time to go down! Drop my DOTs. Almost dead, almost dead, almost dead.
Banana Tower of Babel is a dungeon later on, and aesthetically it's very similar to this, in a slightly different color scheme.
Oh shit. Have you played Endwalker, Doji? If so, we probably ought to cut out, mentioning it.
Which is why I said aesthetically it's very similar. It's not... Aesthetically, a lot of the places in this game are similar.
Yeah, but we were talking about aesthetic, so I suppose, I hope that's not too big of a spoiler. I don't know. I'm constantly acting like everybody who jumps in these streams knows or has played through Endwalker. 'Cause the thing is, most of my audience played through it before I did, so that would be why.
So... Oh, he doesn't play... Final. Oh, don't... it's got a free trial up to level 60. It's a very good game. But, you know the group that I was whining was losing its DPS? Lauren is healing that group.
Ah. I'm sure Lauren's having a blast. Oh, I want that. Gimme. Alright. Actually, I should probably turn up the volume a little bit, just for the cinematic sequence.
And you should invite Lauren to the group so that she doesn't have to be healing the other group.
Yes. I received a commendation? From who? I just did my rotation. Normally it's the tanks and the healers that get all that.
I got 2.
We should get more. Should have gotten 7.
Actually, if I'm in a group with someone, I can't get 7.
Alright, I gotta narrate this. Bugger me. I expected danger, but not a hell-spawn bleeding nightmare. Made flesh like that. Didn't stop you and your mates, though, did it? That's some crew you got there, and no mistake. Got some bloody treasure. Right then, let's have a look inside that dirty great coffer type thing. Summit tells me it's filled with a brim with booty. Yes, great idea. Open the glowing red scary thing. Don't look at me, I never moved a muscle. Oh. Hello, Satan. What in the seven hells is that bastard doing? Oh shit. Sauron eyeballs. They never spell something good. This way! Swiftly now! The fuck? Can anyone else see that Tom cat over there? Bloody hell, this adventure's getting queerer by the minute. Well, our options are Satan or Kitty Cat. I say kitty. Still, I'd rather take my chances with a prattling puss than stay here. Get your things, mateys. We're leaving. But what about the loot? Take it. You can't spend it when you're dead. We either follow the furball or make friends with the spell-slinging Voidborn. Your choice. God damn it. How's an honest sky pirate meant to make a living? Bomb into Diablos. Run! Yeah, Bahamut's a dragon and died, died a while ago. Uh-oh. The ship's breaking up. Is he trying to bring it down? No, just trying to find an ion cannon. Well, shit. The Void Sin is attempting to initiate a dimensional displacement, but the gate, it cannot possibly be large enough for the entire ship. Cat, I have so many questions for you right now. Tis but a scratch. Queen's coffin. It takes it... He takes it beyond our reach. Okay. Well, there don't seem much point hanging around here. Let's go back to the solid ground. Well, that was an interesting sequence of events. Giant glowing coffin held shut by chains. Nopening, it can't... Nopening... It can only go well. Oh. I forgot to read Lauren's message there. I'll read it in a second. Opening. Oh, okay. It was a bit touchy-go in places, I grant you. But here we all are, in all, with our bits still attached. This calls for a foam and flagon of... Hold on. Ain't we missing someone? Didn't I tell Utata to wait for us here? Never fear, we've been keeping the girl company. Ah, shit. Ah, the bitch. Damn it. But enough about her. Did you see the cannon on that ship? As you know, my dear Leopold, I am not easily moved by the sheer power on display. Set me all a-quiver. Well, I hope you're content to admire it from afar. That vessel ain't for the likes of you and me. Do not presume to measure me by your own limitations. Besides, I believe in shown how Besides, I believe I've shown how resourceful I can be. Which brings me neatly to the point. You have in your possession a device capable of tracking the ghost ship. Hand it over, or your engineer shall suffer the consequences. Perfect. A compass pointing the way to my just reward. A weapon like that belongs in the hands of one with the will to use it. Come, lads. Our business is concluded. I could just let her go get killed. I'm sorry, Captain. They caught me off guard. You get a bang in the head or something. The man I know would never give in to scum like her without a fight. Unless... What did you do to the compass? Oh, me? Not! Besides slipping a link pearl into its casing. Like, ha ha! So long as Radelia keeps it close, and you can be damn sure she will, we'll know exactly what them thieving bastards are planning. Anyone care to wager how long it'll take her to notice me little gift? Clever pirates. It's very clever and all, but how were you proposing to stop her from getting her hands on that derelict and its great big cannon? Well, I ain't worked that part out yet, but I suspect it'll start with us keeping a close eye on the Talons. Before we get into any of that, though, I've got some questions that need answering. Curious cat. You wish to know more? Actually, I can't tell if it's supposed to be a girl or a boy.
Used to know more of the Void Ark, the ghost ship as you call it.
The Void Ark. So that's his proper name. I'd like to hear whatever you'd care to tell us, puss.
And I, for my part, am curious to hear your stories. Ere we continue, however, I must insist that you address me by my proper name, Kate Sith. I will not respond to puss or cat, and most decidedly not furball.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Ooh, that's a good painting. There's a very cartoonily bipedal cat.
My tale begins long, long ago in the city of Mhach, which once stood in the lands of Yafame. The sorcerers of Mhach were masters of destructive magics, and they brought that terrible power to bear against Umpador and Nim in the War of the Magi. The titanic forces they unleashed, however, took a heavy toll upon the land, ultimately resulting in a colossal flood that drowned the realm of Eorzea. A catastrophe which my master, High Voldmage Cessair, was wise enough to foresee. Wait. Colossal flood? Are you talking about Six Umbral Calamity? I suppose you would know it as such. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. When they learned of the fate that awaited them, the Mhach Magi began construction of a gargantuan vessel that would bear their people to the skies, and to safety. The operation of the Void Ark, as the ship came to be called, was entrusted to Cessair. Prior to that, of course, my master had been a prisoner in her own home, confined to her outspoken opposition to the war. So the Ark was meant as a sanctuary? Then how did it come to be so, what happened to all the people? And where did all the Void Scent come from? By what power do you imagine such a massive craft remains aloft? The energy required to raise the Ark was siphoned from over 1,000 otherworldly servants sealed within the vessel. Advances in Mhach sorcery were made for one reason and one reason only: cataclysmic destructive power, and the swiftest and most dangerous method of acquiring that power was through the enslavement of void-sent entities. So the creatures on the derelict, they broke free from your master's control? At the very heart of the Ark, the Void Mages had entombed a great ruler of Void-sent, Skathak, the Shadow Queen. But in order to control so potent a prisoner, a mage of adamant will was required, and being Mhach's preeminent sorcerer, Cessair was deemed best qualified, were it otherwise my master might never have been released from her own imprisonment. Yet even the Cessair's peerless skill, the Shadow Queen could not long be subjugated. One after another, the lesser Void-sent awoke, and ran rampant within the ship. In the end, Cessair and the 53 Void Mages aboard the Ark sacrificed their own life energies to return the fiends to their coffins, leaving me a lowly familiar to watch over a derelict prison.
If I remember me umbral errors right, that's the stuff you just described happened more than 1,500 years past, which is a good while by anyone's measure, and since everything seems to have been quiet on board your boat till just recently, I'm thinking something unusual must have happened to wake the inmates up. Am I warm?
One day a void-sent that had taken the ship of a bat flew into the ship. At first it was little more than a nuisance that I brushed away, but the longer it remained on the Ark, the stronger it seemed to become. Eventually I could not contend with its power, and it began shattering seal after seal. But you looked upon the true form of this fiend, as he broke the chains holding the Queen's coffin. I can only assume that he is one of Skathak's subjects, intent on bringing about her return.
Well, that explains that then, except for one small detail, namely, where the Queen's coffin went. After it fell out of the ship's belly, I'm assuming it didn't just disappear, right?
You recall the great rift that the Ark's cannon ripped in the sky? That was a void gate.
Such a portal opens a temporary path through the void, allowing the ship to travel almost instantaneously from one location to another. The void sent, as you saw, only opened a gate large enough to displace the coffin. As for the coffin's destination, however, that is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. I beseech you, conquerors of the Ark, help me find the Queen's coffin ere the wards binding Skathak are dispelled. There's some enthusiasm. Smells to me like an adventure. Adventure. And who knows what ancient Mhach treasures we might stumble on along the way. Gods know they'll make a nice change from all them Allergun tombstones we've been collecting. Relatable. I will help you. I'm not risking me hide for the sake of the realm, you understand, but I'll be damned if I let either Rhodelia or the bat-winged bastard take the freedom of the skies from me. You care only for how you might be inconvenienced. If the Shadow Queen were to return, it would have dire consequences for this entire star. Count your blessings, Furball. I said we'd help, didn't I? Before we go rushing off in search of that coffin, though, there's preparations to be made. You might as well get back to your usual heroical employment, Shroud. I'll let you know when it's time to round up your mates again. Bloody pirates. That was fun, though. Now we got the rest of the Shadow of Mhach raids. The time is nigh, my dear Talons. Soon we shall seize control of the ghost ship in all its power and rule the skies from here to the ends of the world. Menacing. To rule the skies. Paying the bills. Now, what's that achievement for? Can I click on it? No. Alright. Let me stretch my arm. Come on, I feel the need for my shoulder to pop. Come on, I feel it. Oh. Damn it. Couldn't get it to go. Right here. How's the chat doing? How's everybody doing? Okay. Righto, righto. Good here? Good. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Right. Yeah, real quick, let me turn on my lamp here, so... Oh. Teleport to Idleshire? What? No! What the hell? Alright, so Lauren sits up to me. I was walking. All that fact pee. I feel bad for you, Lauren. Laura, that Sarkis and Lauren were struggling with that shit. Sorry, the other healer wasn't holding their weight. Alright, let me grab a drink real quick. And turn on my lamp. Here we are. Have a drink. Gamer-powered fuel. Yeah. So that's Allegan tokens. Ah, that's fine. Alright. So let's talk to Stasia and get the next... Oh, hello. I didn't get that. Vista recorded. Alright, let's talk to Stasia. Stroud, I was just about to fly out to Ishka to track you down. You remember Kate Sith, the Mhach familiar? We've been working with him. Oh, it's okay, so it is a him. Yeah. They want a plan to find Diablos in the Queen's coffin. There have been void scent sightings from pirates all over, so we know that bat-winged bugger is hiding somewhere in the sky. We just don't know exactly where. And as for going about pinpointing the location, Leoford and the feline are bickering over just exactly how. That's where you come in. If you have a spare moment or two, we could use a third opinion to break the stalemate. Besides all that, Leoford's eager to have another hand to help in the search. So, come on over to the Perrick as soon as you're able. You know the way from here, don't you? I suppose I do. Best to go. I do like how this place looks. It's very fancy. Well, fancy in terms of like the vibe. It does feel like, you know, like a mix between rustic and steampunk. There's Stasia. Thanks for coming. The captain and the cat are inside, still having their discussion. Talk to Leoford, will you, before I strangle the both of them? Alright. Let's do it. Hello, Leoford. If you're here to ask about the Queen's coffin, then you best turn around and walk straight out again. This aggravating furballs turned my mood sour as month-old goat milk. Leoford, Shroud's come all this way to help us, at your request, I might add. He deserves to hear where we stand on the search at least. Their search is giving me ulcers, is what it is. By all reports, Diablos is lurking somewhere in the heavens and building up his forces, but the sky is a vast dome, as high as the ocean is deep, and we've not the pirates to scour every damn floating rock. That's when I tried my luck with Redelia. You remember her, don't you? Captain of the Talons, blonde hair, one eye, stole our bloody compass. Well, I've been eavesdropping with that link pearl I slipped into the casing, hoping to catch something useful. But all I've heard from her is her sorry crew is snoring, grumbling, and japes about the Archbishop's holy nethers. In the end, it seems we've no choice but to do this the hard way. But a certain mewling annoyance refuses to acknowledge the truth of it. You cannot possibly hope to investigate the entire sky with this meager handful of ne'er-do-wells. I find my suggestion to seek aid from your fellow pirate gangs a perfectly reasonable one under the circumstances. Ah, stow it, you mangy lily cat! You've not the faintest idea how sky pirates operate. Best case scenario, we'd be locked into a deal and hand over any treasure we find. And that's assuming we weren't laughed out of the room to begin with.
You cannot assume that every man and woman shares your base morality. If we made the attempt, I am sure we could convince some few of the nobility to our cause. And so it goes, round and round. Knowing pirates as I do, I find myself siding with the captain on this. But what of you, Shroud? Any thoughts on the matter? Keep your silence. We should seek aid from other crews. We should handle this ourselves. I can see the merits of trying to help get other crews involved, but I don't know. I don't know. Usually the right answer is always led to anyway, so I think we should handle it ourselves. See there? Even Shroud agrees with me. We proceed as we have been, and try to cover as much sky as possible. However, we tackle things, though, we've a long road ahead of us. I'll see if I can't think up a better way to shorten it. You might as well head back to your adventure, Shroud, unless you're willing to lend us your experience in another matter, that is. Utata, our chief engineer, has been mumbling about the Void Ark and cursing under her breath for days. Might be as you can provide some insight to her dilemma. She is conducting her research in the City of Clouds, yes? Well, I should rather discuss the properties of the Void Ark than continue with this fruitless debate. I shall see you down there, Shroud. See you down there, dainty cat. Exit Leopold's chambers? Yes. Exit! Okay, okay. Landing gate. Is there another thing? On the gauntlet. Okay. Speak with the Tata on the gauntlet. Okay. Telio. I'm assuming this leads to our next part of the Alliance raid, maybe? We shall see. Fly away into the danger zone, danger zone. I have no idea why that came into my head. You ever have like just like random earworms that pop in there for absolutely no reason? That's my day. No, I don't want anything to do with your bloody fate right now. Piss off. Alright, speak with Utata. What troubles you, Mistress Atata? We were told that some matter regarding the Void Ark was causing you no small measure of grief.
Hug. Oh, for a second I thought she was beating the fuck out of her.
Someone likes kitties.
You can't beat this game. I'm sorry, but this nothing. Nothing's better than this game. Mr. Satata, what are you? Oof! Oh! Oh, that's freaky.
I feel so much better now.
Just need some kitty therapy. Jenny, I found your soulmate.
My apologies, Kate Sith. You had the misfortune to enter my field of view just as I felt the intense desire to squeeze something warm and furry.
Is this a common desire?
It's this damnable ecto-compass. I made another one, you see, identical in all respects to the first compass that Redelia stole. But look, it points in a completely different direction to where the Void Ark should currently be. I don't understand what I did wrong. I used the same plans, same parts.
I can imagine that would be infuriating.
And you are certain there are no laws in the design of or the materials?
Sorry, flaws.
Positive. I've tweaked and adjusted and replaced every single piece, but it refuses to function as intended. I'm on the verge of tossing the blasted thing over the edge. What do you make of this, Shad?
I don't think the compass is broken. Something may have happened to the Void Ark. I haven't the slightest idea. Say something had happened to it?
Yes, the cause may indeed lie outside the compass itself. We must consider this dilemma from a broader perspective. Might you explain to us the principle by which the ectocompass tracks the Void Ark? It all comes down to etheric signature. I discovered that the Void Ark is encompassed by an energy of rather peculiar composition, so I simply tuned the compass to follow its unique trail. An energy of peculiar composition, you say? Of course, the Ark was propelled by the siphoned energies of Void Scent. Could it be that the compass was tracking not the vessel itself, but the ether of the entities imprisoned within? That would certainly explain why the compass now points in a different direction than one would expect. After all, Diablos and the Shadow Queen are no longer on board the Ark. Are you implying that if we plotted a course based on the readings from the ectocompass, we should arrive on the demon's doorstep, so to speak? Just so, Mistress Utata. Assuming my theory is correct, we no longer require outside assistance to pursue our elusive quarry.
Excited little Utata. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Oh, Stacia! What perfect timing! You won't believe what wonderful discovery we've just...
Ruh-roh.
Talon airships have been spotted en route to our nest. If it's revenge they're looking for, we best head back and make ready for them.
Okay. Shit's going down.
Truce, Red Bill. We need your help. It saved Captain Radilia.
things have escalated. You're one of Redelia's favourites. You threatened my crew, steal our compass, and now you come crawling to me for help. What kind of unholy mess have you cretins stumbled into? Aye, we took your damn compass, but it didn't show us the ghost ship. We ended up at some mouldy old ruins, lousy with voice scent. Before we knew it, some sort of spider demon was knocking our ships out of the sky. The two of us managed to pull away, but we saw what happened to them as got caught on the ground. If the captain survived a massacre, she's stuck there with no wings to fly out again. Why don't you give that link puller a listen, Captain? Might be as we can learn if Redelia's alive or dead at least. Ugh, so much buzzing. Can't hear blast. Wait, I'm getting some words. They're after Mhach artifact. Damn demons are searching. Hide. And then a bunch of screaming. Since Redelia's still kicking for now, but who knows for how long. If those screams were an act, then consider me fooled. I don't think the Talons are laying a trap here. I've half a mind to leave Redelia to her fate, but I never turn my back on an adventure, especially when the scent of treasure is in the air, eh? Now tell me where you found these ruins. You help us then? You're a good man, Red Bill. We left a captain in Yapham Saltmoor, just northwest of Mordona. And Yapham, you say? Then you must speak of the ruined shell of Mhach itself. By Shatoto's black heart, could they be after the Nullstone? What's that, puss? You think you know what these fiends are after? Right, Utata, see to these talons are patched up and then have the Ramil ready to fly. And don't spare the oil, you know I love to hear her purr. Shroud, Stasia, bring the furbo to my quarters, and we'll have ourselves a little chat about our impending trip to old Mhach. Good, Captain. Alright, let's go and chat him up. Leopold. Right, Furbo, let's hear about this artifact that Diablos is looking for. If I'm to speak of the Nullstone, then I must first explain the method by which Mhach sorcerers would bind their void scent into service. The more powerful the void scent, the more difficult it is to manifest its presence in this world. Their own immense strength weighs them down like an anchor, you see, preventing them from breaking the surface of our dimension. And that is why they cooperate with mortal sorcerers. A mage can provide a suitable vessel for the summoning, or rip a large enough hole into the fabric of reality for the entity itself to step through. And let me guess, the mage forces the void scent to agree to a pact in return for the invitation into our world? That is correct, but it would be foolhardy to expect such devious and malevolent creatures to abide by the spirit of even the most carefully worded contract. Thus did the Magi construct an occult device that would more securely bind the void scent to their will, a safeguard of sorts, that to the best of my knowledge yet lies entombed within the remnants of the ancient city. The Nullstone was seen as a last resort.
Should a void scent break its pact and turn it on its summoner, the mage could use the relic to disperse the very essence of even the most potent entity, obliterating it completely. I can't see the Royals of the Void taking too kindly to a threat like that. Seems those sorcerers were just as ruthless as the monsters they summoned. I mean, you would have to be, right? When it came to the glory of Mhach, the ends justify the means. In any event, we can be certain that the Diablos seeks to secure the Nullstone before it falls into mortal hands, and thereby ensure that Skathak will reign unopposed. Alright, so we know what the fiends are after, but what I don't understand is why such a valuable relic was left behind when the mages knew a colossal flood was on the way. Its value was the very reason they chose not to risk its relocation. The Nullstone is kept within a structure constructed for the purpose, secured behind powerful wards and protected by deadly guardians. And with the rising of the waters, they reasoned that the artifact would be sunk along with the city, far beyond the reach of vengeful Voidsent. But now that your farm is more swamp than sea, the demons only have the wards and the guardians to deal with, and I doubt they'd be wasting their time down there in the mud if they didn't have some trick to break through the wards. Aye, this has become a race to see who can nab the treasure first, which is just the sort of contest a Sky Pirate lives for. So we slip into the ruins, pinch the relic, then rescue Redelia right from under the fiend's noses. Well, I suppose we could save her while we're poking around for loot. I'll grab the new compass from Mutata so we know where we're going. Check your weapons, pack your small clothes, and meet me out on the landing when you're ready to fly. Alright. We'll fly directly to your farm from here. Once we arrive, you forge ahead with your band of adventurers as you did in the Ark Shroud. Just keep slicing into the depths until you reach the Nullstone. We don't want to risk getting knocked out of the sky like the Talons, so we'd best land a little ways out of the ruins and head in on foot. The Furball says he knows the place well enough to guide you, so me and the Red Bills will follow behind on rescue duty. You concentrate on smashing a path through to the artifact. We'll check the nooks and crannies for Redelia and her crew. Don't let your guard down once you reach the ruins, though, eh? There's likely golems and such in there what are worse than the fiends outside, and we wouldn't want our hero losing his head now, would we? Alright. Okay.
It helps if I unmute my microphone, doesn't it?
Jenny, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to you, like, you asked if we were ready, and I said yes, and then I realized that I'd moved my microphone up, which mutes it, so that you do the cutscenes without me talking to the cats and bothering you.
I gotta go vote. Our local district is having a vote on whether to add new schools, and if it passes, all of us locals have to pay $53 million worth of taxes.
That's
So I gotta go vote no, because we already have 6 schools in the whole district. So there's really no point in building another one, especially for that budget. God, I hate having to do this shit.
online voting was a thing. So the issue is the security of it.
Yeah, and we already have a shit ton of security issues with mail-in ballots as it is in this country. So,
but for the logistical portion of it, I wish that to make it easier on everybody, there was a way to secure it so that online voting was a thing.
yeah. Okay, so that leaves me with 2 options. I can either leave the stream on the Be Right Back screen for possibly over a half hour, or we split up the Shadow of Mhach streams into 2.
If you'll be back in half an hour, I'm game. I'll go make dinner.
Okay.
We are having lasagna for dinner.
I'm jealous. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I'm
we're
gonna
doing
make
for
it
dinner.
myself, so maybe not jealous.
Hey, I'm sure you're a great cook.
Well, I'm fat enough to be a great cook.
Nah. You're dietarily flexible enough to be a good cook.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just split it into 2 streams. It'll be roughly a half hour till I get back. So yeah, everybody watching, keep your eyes peeled, because in about a half hour, maybe a little bit over that, I'll be back and start up another stream, and we'll finish Shadow of Mhach.
Go do your duty as a voting citizen.
Yep. Right. I'll be back.
Mhm.